Another Indianapolis Colt who suffered from an injury in 2022 is Jonathan Taylor, and we had a chance to catch up with Jonathan Taylor, find out where he is physically. Hey, look, everybody, it's a great Kevin Bowen.
Hey, what's up, Ken Sterling's audience?
Hey, why don't you get off Shaquille Leonard's ass?
I thought that was
What's
a fun
that all
question.
about? I thought it was a good question. I don't
know,
know why he
thought,
got so upset.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I thought his comments were getting down like the very introspective, and I thought a lot about, will I ever get back to being 5'3" and the maniac? So I threw out the R word.
There you go. How you enjoying the show?
It's going well.
Is
yeah,
it?
I'm kind of ready for the draft at this point, you know?
Yeah.
We're
Mock
just lying
drafts.
and smokescreen season, and let's just go.
I've
A week
had
to
it.
go.
All right, enjoy.
Always great seeing you.
There's a great Kevin Bowen. Let's hear from Jonathan Taylor.
Physically, I'm feeling well right now. Mentally, it's all about a fresh reset. Not just because we have new coaches. It's a new season every season. No matter if you've been in an organization for 4 years or 5 years, it's always a new season. So, how are you going to approach this season? What's your mindset? What are you going to bring to the team? How can you influence the guys in the locker room, from a mental standpoint for me?
It's been wild how you compare your 2021 with your 2022. That's the sleep, right? Never goes exactly how you envision. What's your outlook for 2023? What are you looking forward to?
I'm excited because it's 2023. So we have another opportunity. Like you mentioned, 2021, 2022, now it's 2023. You got another opportunity to write another page in your book. So, what are you going to do? What's this chapter going to be? How do you want to express yourself with this chapter? So that's what I'm excited for.
What did 2022 teach you?
2022 taught me I'm pretty tough on mentally. You never want to go through a season and think, oh, why is this going on? Not only individually, but collectively as a team. And it just taught me, hey, we got a lot of resilient guys in this room because we know what we spoke about in the locker room and amongst ourselves about, hey, what are we going to do? How are we going to approach this next season? So it just showed me we got a lot of tough mentally guys here, a lot of mentally tough guys here.
Have you been in contract discussions as far as extension and how much do you want to possibly get that done for the season?
Yeah, I don't even know how that goes. You always just see that, but it's not until you're really in that situation to where you're like, okay, what happened? So I'll keep you posted.
That's all I know. You were moving pretty good on the way in here. You through past the surgery. You're like good to go, like good to do everything right now?
Oh, no, not everything right now, but we're rolling.
You can feel the difference.
Oh, anytime you get a procedure, you'll definitely feel the difference, 100%.
I mean, better. Do you feel better?
Success, perfect success, 100%.
I know you don't love the contract stuff, but you're going into year 4, and that's a player who's produced like you. That's a fair conversation to have. Are you a guy that wants to get that done before the season starts? A lot of guys say they don't want it to be a distraction when camp starts. Is that even on your mind?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be a distraction to me. Like I'm under contract here for 4 years. I put the pen to the paper, so that's where I'm at right now. I made an obligation to them. They made an obligation to me. But things will happen naturally. Like I said, it's not until you actually get into that situation to where you're like, oh, well, let's see how do you handle this situation? Because you always just see it, but you never know what do those guys actually go through.
JT, this is setting up to be the 6th year with a 6 different quarterback with the draft coming up. How important is it for the offense to get some consistency finally at that position?
I think it's definitely important long term, chemistry wise. That's a big thing. A lot of quarterbacks that are very successful, they kind of really know their guys. Well, one, obviously they're very, very talented, but on the other hand, they know their guys. They have the timing down. You see all these other quarterbacks and they're flying guys out, they're training together. It's all about building that connection. It's all about building, that recourse with those guys. So just being able to, whatever the case may be, it could be a quarterback, could not. On my end and in the running back room, it's, hey, I've been here for a few years. Just to let you know, I'm here with you. The running back room is here with you. This guy could be a defensive guy, could be an offensive guy. Just know, hey, if you're on defense, we're going to do everything we can to score so you guys can go out there and get a quick 3 and out and we get the ball back. As a quarterback, hey, or an offensive guy, anybody, I got your back. I'm right here. I got your back.
You guys have had a very run-heavy offense the past few years. Shane is talking, each time we talk to him, he's talking about throwing the ball and being aggressive down the field.
What do you think this is going to look like for you as a running back? Do you have any idea yet?
Oh, it's going to be a lot of me watching Michael Pittman taking guys deep and scoring touchdowns. So I got to start sprinting down the field so I can go celebrate with Pittman.
I mean, what does that equate to in terms of running the ball for you? I mean, is it a positive impact, or less is more, or I don't know? What do you think?
Like it doesn't matter. It could be less is more. All I know is we're going to have to be efficient. No matter if we're running the ball a lot, you better be efficient. If you're throwing the ball more, you better be efficient.
Shane does come from a team that was maybe the best in football at running the ball. Have you looked much at the Eagles? Do you get excited about some of the possibilities?
Oh, definitely. And like those guys up front in Philly, they did a heck of a job. Miles Sanders and that whole crew did a great job. But it's impressive when you watch the tape, like how much on the same page they were. It looked like they were very on one accord. They played for one another. So that was really cool to watch, on the film.
JT, you gonna show off the wedding band? How's married
I
life?
mean, I got the rubber one. I mean, that's not like I got a ring like she does, but I got a rubber one. They really do come in handy. I thought, I'll see how it feels when I finally get the real one. I'm like, I see why they get the rubber one. See why.
All right. One more. Go ahead.
Players talked about maybe decompressing from last season. What did you do to, I guess, reset after last season? Did you get away? Did you watch the film? Did you not want to watch? Like, what did you do to just?
Oh no. Well, one, you definitely always watch the film, but as far as getting away, I think it's critical when things finally do end, whether it's you're in the Super Bowl or whether it was the final regular season game. What do you dream about? What did you like to do when you were a kid? Like, how do you just get to your happy place? I think that's most important when the season first ends. So whether that's going out to Scottsdale, whether that's going down to Texas, wherever your place is, where you're like, nothing matters, time moves slow, how can you just become in your happy place? And I think I know that's what I did in order to decompress mentally. You're always going to get your body back. A lot of it is mental, especially with, a lot of other things we had to deal with last year. I think that just get to your happy place, reset, because you're already going to be eager to get back out there and get to work, but just take some time for yourself.
That's Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, effusive, energetic, enthusiastic as he talked about his physical condition with the media. We'll see where he is once camp starts and whether he's full go once the season starts, because it's all hands on deck for that offense. When you've got a dynamic presence like Jonathan Taylor, he's got to get on the field and play at 100%.